Right, lamai. Question number 311. Question number 311. Question number 311. It was shown a loss of 175,000 of only PLC from its drafted financial statements. Later, following accounting errors were revealed. These are the errors. The total of the purchase journal has been overcast by 50,000. Purchase journal total amount overcast by 50,000. Return inward of 50,000 has been debited to sales account. The balance of the sales account 120,000 has been extracted to the trial balance as 12,000. Discount received 16,500 has been recorded in discount allowed account. Right, these are the errors happened in the business organization. Hafsa, can you hear me, Hafsa? This right. Kapilash, can you hear me, Kapilash? Hafsa, can you hear me, Hafsa?
Yes, sir.
All right, right. Kapilash, can you hear me, Kapilash? Right, right, right. Right. Question number 311A. State the errors which are affected to the created difference in the trial balance. State the errors which are affected to create a difference in the trial balance. What are the errors? What are the errors creating a difference in trial balance? What are the errors? What are the errors? Right. Now, what are the errors? Total of the purchase journal has been overcast by 50,000. Total of the, okay, if the total of the purchase journal has been overcast by 50,000, that error will not impact to agreement of the trial balance. Accountant of the business passed double entries for the total. Accountant of the business passed double entries for the total. An accountant of the business passed double entries for the total. Then transaction A will not impact to the agreement of the trial balance. Question number 311 A. Right? Accountant passed double entries for the total amount. Total amount. Let's say purchase journal. Let's say a purchase journal. Let's say total purchases from Kamal 5,000. 5,000. But total amount has been recorded as 55,000. Total amount overstated by 50,000. And then, but accountant passed double entries for the total. This total amount, purchase account debit, creditor control account credit. This total amount, purchase account debit, creditor control account debit. No impact to the agreement of the balance. B. Return inward 50,000 has been debited to the sales account. Return inward, we can debit into return inward account of sales account. Okay, normally we debit return inward into return inward account. Returns account credit, return inward account debit. But without debit into return inward, some of the business organization return inward debit to the sales account. Sales account. Then double entries has been passed. Okay, the double entry has been passed properly. Okay, data control account credit, sales account debit, debit credit. Okay, debit credit තමයි හරියට pass කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Then no impact to the agreement of trial balance. See the balance of the sales account 120,000. See the balance of the sales account 120,000. The balance of the sales account 120,000 has been extracted to the trial balance as 12,000. Sales account total amount extracted to the trial balance as 12,000. Then trial balance will not be equal because of this error. Then we can get C. D. Discount received 16,500 has been recorded in discount allowed account. Alright, discount received 16,500 has been recorded in discount allowed. Has been recorded means definitely they have debited to the discount allowed account. Discount received account credit. But here question says that recorded in discount allowed account means definitely they have debited. They have debited. They have debited to the discount allowed account. Normally in the discount allowed account we record in the debit side. We record in the debit side. So this discount received amount also they have recorded in the debit side. Debit side is the discount allowed account. Okay. So then answer for the A. Answer for the A. State the errors which are affected to the created difference in trial balance is reverse answer. C and D. C and D. Right. Right. C and D. Yeah. C and D. 311A, C and D. C and D. Yeah. Right. Right. Next one. Look at the B. What should be the balance created in the suspense account as the above errors? Because of these errors, what should be the balance created in the suspense account as the above errors? Now, to get answer for this question, there are two methods. To get the answer for this question, there are two methods. Right. Hafsa, what's the answer? What should be the balance created in the suspense account as the above errors? What's the answer? Only Kapilash.
Six thousand.
Huh?
6,608.
6,680. Kapilash, only what's the answer? The difference created in the suspense account because of these errors. Only C and D affected to the agreement of the trial. There are two methods. Okay, normal. Okay, the traditional method is right. Traditional method is by creating a suspense account. By creating a suspense account, you can get the answer. You can get the you can calculate the opening balance. You can calculate the opening balance of the suspense account. Let's say, right. This is a normal traditional method. Suspense account. There are two methods, huh? Right. Here, normal traditional method is by creating a suspense account, you can find out opening suspense account balance. Opening suspense account balance. That is the difference in trial balance. Okay. At first we will apply that method. Only C and D. The balance of the sales account 120,000 has been extracted to the trial balance as 12,000. In the trial balance, okay, without recording 120,000 means 120,000, we have recorded it as 12,000. Then how much the difference? 120,000 minus 12,000 is 108,000. 108,000 the deficit in the credit side. The deficit in the credit side 108,000. 120,000 minus 12,000. 12,000. Then Lamai, definitely you have credited that 108,000 into the suspense account. Okay, credit side deficit is 108,000. Then definitely you have recorded in the credit side of the suspense account this 108,000. Then how to correct this error? Suspense account debit. Suspense account debit. And then you correct the trial balance. And then you correct the trial balance. Okay, suspense account debit, and then okay, we can't record as trial balance credit. There is no entry like that. Trial balance credit කියලා double entry එකක් නැහැ. ඒක එක trial balance correct කරනවා. Suspense account debit. Suspense account debit. Here dot line. මෙතන ළමයි dot line එකක් ගන්න. Suspense account debit. And the second one is discount received 16,500 has to be recorded in discount allowed account. Discount received 16,500. Discount received 16,500. How to record? Creditor control account debit 16,500. Discount received account credit. But they have debited to the discount allowed account. Discount allowed account 16,500 debit. Then how much the total difference? Total difference how much? Total difference is 33,000. Then definitely this 33,000 they have recorded in the suspense account. Is 33,000. Debit side 16,500. Debit side 16,500. The difference they have recorded in the suspense account. They have credited to suspense account. Then how to correct this error? Suspense account debit 33,000. Suspense account debit 33,000. Discount received account credit 16,500. Discount allowed account credit 16,500. Discount received account credit. Discount allowed account credit 16,500. 16,500. That's a correction entry. And then suspense account debit 30,000. Suspense account debit 33,000. Okay, right. Right. Now you can calculate the opening balance of the suspense account. Opening balance of the suspense account, how much? 141,000. Yes, 141. Suspense account opening balance 141,000. Opening balance. Opening balance means the difference in the trial balance. Difference in the trial balance 141,000. Difference in the trial balance 141,000. What should be the balance credited in the suspense account as above errors? Credit balance 141,000. Credit balance 141,000. Credit balance credit 141,000. Credit 141,000. How's that clear?
Yes.
Kapila's clear? Only clear, only.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Right, Lamai, we have another method. We have another method too. Lamai, this is an indirect method. According to my explanation, Lamai, this is some kind of indirect method to calculate difference in the trial balance. Lamai, we can use another method. That is okay. I can introduce that method as the direct method. Direct method to calculate this difference. Direct method. We will do errors as it is. After doing errors as it is, we can prepare the trial balance. In this question, only transactions C and D affected to the agreement of the trial balance. We will do those errors as it is. Then we can calculate that opening balance. First transaction. Sorry, CC. The balance of the sales account 120,000 has been extracted to the trial balance as 12,000. Right now, everyone. Credit balance 141,000. Credit balance 141,000 credit. Right. Balance of the sales account. Let's say balance of the sales account. Let's say how to record this 121,000 sales? Let's say 121,000 credit sales. Then sales debtors account debit. Debtors account debit 120,000. Sales account credit 120,000. Right? If you teach this point to someone else, explain that concept like this. Then it is easy to get the idea. Over here, debtors account debit 120,000, sales account debit 120,000. And then second one, we have recorded properly in the debtors account and sales account. But incorrect amount in the trial balance. That is the issue. Second one, discount received 16,500. Discount received, how record? Discount received students, creditor control account, debit 16,500. But now they have debited to discount allowed account. Without recording in discount received account, they have debited to discount allowed account. Discount allowed account debit 16,500. But we'll prepare the trial balance. Now this is the trial balance. Sales 121,000. Okay. Sorry, debtors. Here debtors 120,000 debtors. Sales 120,000. They have recorded as 12,000. Sales 120,000 recorded as 12,000. මේක කාටලම ටීච් කරනවා නම් මේ මෙතඩ් එක මේක මම මෙහෙම කළා එයාට ප්‍රූව් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. ප්‍රූව් කරන්න නැත්නම් මෙහෙම එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න ඒක ලේසි. හරිනේ. කවුද කියනවා ලොජික් එකක් තියෙන කවුද කියන්නේ. right now when sales now without recording 120,000 they have recorded it as 12,000. Then creditor control account debit 16,500 and discount allowed account debit 16,500. Now we can calculate the difference in the time. Now I decide 120,000 plus 33,000. 153,000. Transfer to decide 153,000. 153,000 minus 12,000. 141,000. Suspense account. Trial balance is not equal. Therefore, we transfer this difference to the suspense account. Suspense account 141,000. Clear? How's that clear? Like that. Plus here. Only clear only. තමයි තාස් උදේට. උදේ මෙසේජ් කරනවා උදේ තාස් වල. අද සැටර්ඩේ අපේ අර ලැප්ටොප් එකේ ඕනේ අමානිත මෙසේජ් එකක් දාලා. කවන්න අපි වැඩේ කරා යන්න. අපි සැටර්ඩේ පොඩ්ඩක් කවුරු කියන්නේ කියලා. තවත් ඉෂුව එකක් තියෙනවා මේ ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් හදාගන්න ඕන බලන්න මට ඊයේ දවසේම ටයිම් දෙන්න. ඒක අපේ එක්ස්ට්‍රා ක්ලාස් එකක් හස්සා ගිහින් කැන්සල් කරේ. right ළමයි Question number 312. What is the corrected net profit of only BLC? Only BLC, yeah. What is the corrected net profit? Question number 312. Am I corrected net profit? Corrected net profit. How much the corrected net profit? After correcting these errors, correct net profit of the business. Question number 312. Right, so here it was shown a loss of 175,000. There's a loss. There's a loss. There's a loss of 175,000. Total loss is 175,000. Loss. There's a loss. There's a loss. Right. First transaction. The total of the purchase unit has been overcast by 50,000. Purchase overstated means expenses overstated. Debit side overstated in the profit and loss. Debit side overstated. Then profit has been decreased by 50,000. Then overstated purchases you need to add back. Overstated purchases you need to add back. How much? Overstated purchases 50,000 you need to add back. 50,000 you need to add back. Overstated purchases. Second one, return inward 50,000 has been debited to sales account. Right? Return inward, we can debit to return inward account or sales account. No problem, no issue. Return inward 50,000. Return inward account or sales account. Debit, no issue, no problem. They have properly recorded. They have deducted return inward amount. Okay. Then no impact to profit 50,000. Sorry, yes, 50,000. See, the balance of the sales account 120,000 has been extracted to the trial balance as 12,000. Right. Sales amount has been decreased by 108,000. 108,000. Here we assume, now in accounting we assume, after preparing the trial balance, we transfer balances to the profit and loss and statement of financial position. After balancing trial balance. From the trial balance, we transfer information to profit and loss and statement of financial position. From the trial balance. Then if trial balance understated by 108,000, we need to add back that 108,000. Okay, now that 108,000 we need to add back. We need to add back. Okay. Understated sales amount in trial balance. After that, we can assume that trial balance again the profit and loss account is assumed to transfer. Understated sales 108,000 plus. Impact to the profit. Right. Then discount received 60,500 has been recorded. Discount allowed account. Discount received they have not recorded. Then 60,500 we need to add back. You know, recorded 60,500. Discount received. And then they have debited to discount allowed account. Expenses overstated. Then if expenses overstated, profit understated. Then that 60,500 again we need to add back. Discount allowed, debited amount to discount allowed, we need to add back. Right, then students, how about the net profit of the business? How about the net profit? Loss 175,000 plus 50,000 plus 108,000 plus 33,000. 60,000 net profit. Correct net profit 60,000. Clear? Clear. Correct net profit 60,000. After clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Kapilash, okay, the Kapilash. Finally clear. Finally clear, only.
Yes, sir.
Right. මේ ෆිසිකල් ළමයිටත් එක්ක අපි ඔන්ලයින් ක්ලාස් එකක් දාන්න රිවිෂන් එක ළමයි මේක ක්වෙස්චන් එක පොඩ්ඩක් ඩිස්කස් කරන්න. පොඩ්ඩක් ළමයි ඉංග්‍රීසි. අර ක්වෙස්චන් ටික ටටක් ගාලා කරනවට වැඩිය චුට්ටක් ඩිස්කස් කරලා යනකොට ළමයිට ආයේ රෙකෝඩින් එක එක්පාරක් විතර ආපහු බැලුවොත් මේක එක්ස්ප්ලනේෂන් එක ඔලුවට එනවා. ඒ වෙන්නේ. එක්ස්ප්ලනේෂන් එක තමයි අවුල දෙන්නේ. Right, ළමයි question number 313. The useful lifetime is 8 years and the scrap value is 80,000 of a machine which was purchased on 1st April 19 with the cost of 800,000. Cost 800,000, scrap value 80,000, useful lifetime 8 years. On 31st March 24, it was estimated and the useful lifetime was increased by another 2 years. Right, right. What is the amount of machine depreciation for the year ending 31st March 2019? Right. And then second one, what is the amount of accumulated depreciation as of 31st March 2025? What is the carrying amount of the machine as of 31st March 2025? LK 16. LK 16. Question number 313. Question number 313. LK 16. Property, plant and equipment. Property, plant and equipment. 330. Right. Here, what's the amount of machine depreciation for the year ending 31st March 19? Right. 313. A first term depreciation how much? Sorry, Lamai here. Lamai here. The date should be here. The date should be 31st March 2024. 31st March 2024. Sorry, 31st March 2020. 31st March 2020. Purchase date was April 19. Here 31st March 2020. 2020. 2020. Okay, 2020. First April 19 to 31st March 2020. Okay, right, next, right. Okay, now, sir. 31st March 2020. 2020. Right. Right now, here, then for the first year, for the first year of purchase, depreciation, our depreciation 800,000 minus 80,000 divided by 8 years. Divided by 8 years. First year depreciation. First year depreciation 800 minus 80 divided by 8. 800 minus 80 divided by 8. 90, 90. 90. Okay. Depreciation for the year ended 31st March 2020. Depreciation is 90. Answer for the A. Answer for the A. Answer for the A. A1, huh? Answer for the A1. A2, What is the amount of accumulated depreciation as of 31st March 2025? A2. A2. Accumulated depreciation as at 31st March 2025. 31st March 2025. On this date, accumulated depreciation. On this date, accumulated depreciation. Right. On 31st March 2024, it was reestimated and the useful lifetime was increased by 2 years, another 2 years. This PPE purchase date was April 2019. Then until 31st March 2024, how many years? How many years? How many years? They have used this machine. How many years? Uh, 1920, 2021, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. 5 years. Then 5 years. They have used this machine over 5 years. 1920, 2021, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. Yes. Over 5 years, they have used this machine. Over 5 years. Until 31st March 2024. Then depreciation over 5 years. First year depreciation 90,000. 90,000 into 5. 90,000 into 5. 90,000 into 5. How much? 450. As at 31st March 2024, depreciation is 450. Depreciation is 450. On this date, right, Lamai? On this date, total depreciation 450. On this date, they re-estimated the useful lifetime. On this date, the company re-estimated useful lifetime and useful lifetime increased by another 2 years. Useful lifetime increased by another 2 years. Another 2 years. Initial useful lifetime 8 years. Initial useful lifetime 8 years. Right. From the purchase date up to 31st March 2024, okay, they have used this machine over 5 years. They have used this machine over 5 years. 5 years completed. 5 years they have used this motor vehicle. Sorry, this machine. I purchased first April 19 up to 1st April 19 to 31st March 24. When I have 5 years when use initial useful lifetime 8 years. 8 years minus 5. Remaining useful lifetime 3 years. Remaining useful lifetime 3 years. On this date, they estimated the useful lifetime again and it was increased by another 2 years. Another 2 years. Then 3 plus 2. 5. Remaining useful lifetime 5 years. Remaining useful lifetime 5 years. 5 years. Remaining useful lifetime. Estimate change. Lama estimate change. Okay, estimate change. Estimate change. Lama estimate change. Estimate change. Right. Then here accumulated depreciation as a 31st March 25. Then depreciation, right? I mean, up to 31st March 24, total depreciation 450. Then depreciation for the balance financial year, remaining financial year, 31st March 25. For this financial year, how much depreciation? How much depreciation? Now, for this financial year, depreciation, how much depreciation? Purchase price 8,000. Purchase price 800,000. No change in scrap value. No change in scrap value. Scrap value 80,000. Depreciation as at 31st March 24. Accumulated depreciation 450. 150. Cost 800 minus scrap value minus 450. Right now, depreciable amount how much? Depreciable amount. Depreciable amount. 800 minus 80. 800 minus 80. Again minus 450. Right now, depreciable amount 270. 270. Then the 270 minus useful lifetime 5 years. Useful lifetime 5 years. Useful lifetime 5 years. 270 divided by 5. 54. 54. 54. Depreciation for the okay 24-25 financial year. 54. 54. 54. Right then over here illustration, you will calculate accumulated depreciation as of 31st March 25 until 31st March 24. Total depreciation 450. And then depreciation for the 24-25 financial year 54. Then 450 plus 54. 450 plus 54. Accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation. 450 plus 54. 504. 504. Okay, Lavan. That is the answer. Answer for the A2. Question number 313, A2. Answer is 504. We have discussed this kind of question in when you're discussing LK16 or with LK16 or with the sole proprietorship account. We have discussed this kind of question. I think with LK16. Clear. Accumulated depreciation as of 31st March 25, 504. Only clear. This 450 plus this 450. Also clear?
Yes, sir.
Kapilash clear, Kapilash. Right. B, part B. 313 part B. Part B. What is the carrying amount as of 31st March 25? Carrying amount, carrying value. As of 31st March 25, carrying value. Cost is 800,000. Minus accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation 504. Carrying value. Carrying value as of 31st March 25. 800 minus 500. 296. 296. 296. 296. Okay, clear. Clear. LK16 property plant and equipment and LK8. LK8 changes in accounting estimates, policies and errors. LK8. LK8. Changes in accounting estimates. Changing useful lifetime of machine. Change in accounting estimates. LK 8, okay. Changes in accounting estimates, policies and errors. Okay, number 313, okay, done. Right. Question number 314. Question number 314. What is the answer? Right, 314. Right, number 314. Right. State whether the following statements are true or false, which is related to payable amount for a retired partner of a partnership. State whether the following statements are true or false, which is related to payable amount for a retired partner of a partnership. Which statements are true or false? Number true or false? First one. The amount payable cannot hold as a loan. Number true or false? First one. True or false? The amount payable cannot hold as a loan. Am I true or false? Huh? The amount payable cannot hold as a loan. False. That is false. We can hold the balance payable as a loan. A false. A false. Lamai send answers to the host. Answers are the host pay one answers. Right. False. First one false. Second one, if the amount of payable is held as a loan, it should be paid 5% annual interest. True or false? Lamai, true or false? If the amount of payable is held as a loan, it should be paid 5% annual interest. Am I true or false? Then the partnership you take one. Well, again, what the answer?
True.
Huh? True, true. That is true. Minimum 5%. Minimum 5% interest need to pay. If the business is able to pay more than 5%, then they can pay. No issue. Minimum payment is 5%. Huh? Right. C. The amount of payable should be paid to the relevant partner. The amount of the payable should be paid to the relevant partner. Am I true or false? What then? True or false? What the end?
True.
True. Kabilash, finally.
True.
True. Yes, true. Yes, true. Right. Lamai D. Ega true. Hari. The amount should be payable to the payment. Right. True. True. Right. Hari. Next one D. The amount of payable should be credited to the current account. True or false? The amount of payable should be credited to the current account. True or false?
True.
No, false. Lamai, amount payable should be transferred to the loan account. Loan account. Loan account. Loan account. The amount of payable should be credited to the current account, no, loan account. Now, current account total amount transferred to capital account. If they pay in cash, cash credit, capital account debit. But if the business is not going to pay that amount, the payable amount should be transferred to a loan account from capital account. Capital account debit, loan account credit. D false. D false. PSC true. A and D false. Right. Question number 315. What are the two main financial statements which are prepared by a limited company according to the LKS 1? Good question. Good question. Now I with LKS 1 with account standard institute, I have explained this point. What are the two main financial statements which are prepared by a limited company according to the LKS 1? Two main financial statements. Now you know general purpose financial statements first one. Second one special purpose financial statement. Please go through standard tube. Or later than standard tube. Okay. Am I general purpose financial statements and special purpose financial statement? Right. How's okay there? How's okay there? What is it? Kapilash, right. Okay, right. Now, question number 316. 316. State two statutory bodies that have been established under Sri Lanka Accounting and Auditing Standard that number 15 of 1995. What are the two main state two statutory bodies that have been established under Sri Lanka Accounting Standards and Auditing Standards Act, Accounting and Auditing Standards Act, number 15 of 1995. AFSA, Accounting Standards. Only Accounting Standards. right මේකේ මම ඒකමයි first එක තමයි ඉන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා account standards committee මම ඒක separate කරලා දාලා නෑ ළමයි මේක ඉන්නේ first one ඉන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා Sri Lanka Accounting Standards Committee. Second one, Sri Lanka Auditing Standards Committee. Okay, now that මේක මම direct answer දීලා නැහැ. මොකද හැම question එකකම answers අපිට direct දෙන්න අමාරුයි කියන්නේ. එහෙම දෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේ තමයි මේක ඉන්නේ answer එක Sri Lanka Accounting Standards Committee first one. Second one, Sri Lanka Accounting Standards Committee. Okay. තමයි answer ගන්න දෙන්නේ first one, Sri Lanka Accounting Standards Committee. Second one, Sri Lanka Auditing Standards Committee. Accounting and Auditing Standards නේ එතකොට ඔය ගණන Sri Lanka Accounting Standards Committee first one, second one, Sri Lanka Auditing Standards Committee. Okay නේ එමය ඔකේ answer එක. හරි now යන බලන්න question number 317. Question number 317. Right. 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 317. Ush PLC bought a machine 900,000 under lease on 1st April 24. Under lease agreement, purchase a machine for 900,000. A down payment of 150,000 has to be paid. Further, annual lease installment of 170,000 should be paid within 5 years with the fixed interest. With fixed interest. Interest is fixed. The ownership of the asset is not passed to the company at the end of the lease period. If ownership is not transferred to the business organization, then lease period or useful lifetime, whichever is lowest, we will consider as useful lifetime. ළමයි අපි useful lifetime එක හරිය lease period එකකින් ළමයි ඒ දෙකේ lowest එක තමයි අපි consider කරන්නේ depreciation වලට useful lifetime කියන්නේ. ownership එක transfer වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ownership transfer වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ownership එක ළමයි අපිට transfer වෙනවා නම් අපිට useful lifetime ගන්න පුළුවන් vehicle එකේ. okay නේ? asset එකේ ළමයි මේකේ useful lifetime transfer නැත්නම් lease period එක තමයි අපි ගන්න වෙන්නේ useful lifetime. Lease period or useful lifetime, whichever is lowest එක තමයි ගන්න. බලන්න. Down payment is 150,000 has to be paid. Further, annual lease installment 170,000 should be paid within 5 years with the fixed interest. The ownership of the asset is not transferred to the company at the end of the lease period. For the end of 31st March 25, the amount of lease interest. The amount of lease interest. How much? The amount of machine depreciation. B. My next part is the amount of non-current lease creditors. Alright, this should be third one, huh? Not B, third one. Not B, it is third. It is third, huh? It is third. Now I make a third again. First one, second one, third one. The amount of lease interest. How the lease interest amount? Lease interest amount, how much? Lease interest, how much amount? Question number 370. Question 370. What is the answer? Why? Because E give that no call it please cut this A for the year 2025. First one, the amount of lease interest. Second one, amount of machine depreciation. Third one, amount of non-current lease creditors. Right, right, now another one. The amount of lease interest for the end of 31st March 25. Amount of lease interest how much? Amount of lease interest how much? Now lease creditor account. Lease creditor account. Lease creditor account. Lease creditor account. Purchase price of machine 900,000. But down payment 150,000. Then initial lease liability how much? Initial lease liability 750. 750. 750 initial lease liability. 750. Further, annual lease installment of 170 should be paid within 5 years with a fixed interest. Balance 75,000 you need to pay over 5 years. Over 5 years. Over 5 years. Annual capital payment how much? 70,000 divided by 5. Annual capital payment is 150. Installment 170. Then my interest how much? Interest 20. Interest 20. Annual capital payment is 150. Annual installment 170. Then the difference is 20. Interest expense 20,000. Then answer for the first one, the amount of lease interest 20,000. The amount of lease interest 20,000. Second one, the amount of machine depreciation. Amount of machine depreciation 900,000 divided by 900,000 divided by 5 years. 5 years. No scrap value. No scrap value. Then 900,000 divided by 5 years. How much? 180,000. Amount of machine depreciation 180,000. Third one, the amount of non-current lease creditors. Now, amount of non-current lease creditors. How is the non-current amount? Okay, purchase price of machine 900, but down payment 150. Initial lease liability 750,000. First year installment 170. First year installment 170. First year installment. But interest included in this 170 20. Interest. Interest. Then balance payable amount how much? Balance payable amount how much? Balance payable amount. Balance payable amount 920, 900 plus 20 minus 150 and 170. Balance payable amount 600. Balance payable amount 600. 600. Now, annual capital payable amount is 150. Annual capital payable direct 170 around 20 minus annual capital payable 150,000. Fixed amount in the next financial year, current liability 150,000. The next financial year, current liability 150,000. Then non-current liability. Non-current liability how much? 450,000. Non-current liability 450,000. Now in this question, the amount of non-current lease creditors Non-current status 450,000. Okay. Current 150, non-current 450. Clear? Hafsa clear? Abhilash clear? Onel clear?
Yes, sir.
Right there. Make non-current ka pegahan. Non-current then 450. Non-current. Right there. Right. Only okay to only. Right. Level ready. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Huh? Right. Now question number 380. How to get the answer? Classify cash inflows and outflows related to the following transaction of trading company under operating investing finance activities according to LK 7. Right. ළමයි අපි වත්තල මේ week එකේ discuss කරනවා cash flow. අද SASIP එකේ නම් නුගේගොඩ අපි cash flow discuss කරා last week එකේ. හරිනේ? කවන්න අපි මේක මාක් කරගමු ළමයි. මේකේ අපි discuss කරනවා payment of income tax operating cash flow. Payment of income tax operating cash flow. Payment of operational expenses operating cash flow. Payment of operational expenses operating cash flow. Receiving dividend income, receiving investing income, investing activities, investing, receiving cash from right issue, financing, receiving cash from right issue, financing activity. Okay, payment of income tax operating, payment of operating expenses operating, receiving dividend income, investing, receiving right cash from right issue, financing, financing activities. Right. Question number 390. Question 390. Monthly demand of material Q is 500. The ordering cost and the holding cost of the unit of inventory are 310 respectively. The economic order quantity of this material is economic order quantity. Now economic order quantity EOQ question number 390 EOQ. What's the answer? EOQ, what's the answer? Economic order quantity 2DCO divided by CH 2 multiplied by D. D means annual demand. Annual demand, monthly demand 500, then annual demand 6,000. Cost of ordering 300 per order. Divided by cost of holding. Holding cost is 10. Unit holding cost. Sure. They were answered. Right? 600 units. 600 units, 600 units. Okay, then clear. Hafsa Kaplash. Okay. Only Right. Right, now my next question. Use following information to answer information to two answers. Right. Use following information to answer following two questions. It should be following two questions. Right. Material consumption maximum 400, minimum 300. Stock levels. Stock levels. Stock levels. Question number 320, 321. Right. Now here, maximum material consumption. Consumption maximum, minimum. Maximum 400. Minimum 300. Lead time maximum 4 months. Minimum 2 months. Minimum 2 months. Reorder quantity 600. 320. What is the reorder level? How to calculate reorder level? Reorder level, maximum consumption into maximum lead time. Again, when maximum consumption 400. Maximum lead time 4. How much? 1600. How many quantity? How many quantity? 1600 units. 1600 units. Reorder level. What's the maximum stock level? Maximum stock level 321. Maximum stock level. How to calculate maximum stock level? Pre-order level plus pre-order quantity minus minimum. Minimum consumption into minimum lead time. Pre-order level 1600. Pre-order quantity 600. Minimum consumption 300. Minimum lead time 2. What's the answer? What's the answer? 1600. Eh? ළමයි අපි පොඩක් change කරමු question එක. ළමයි මේකේ pre-order quantity pre-order quantity change it as 2600. ළමයි pre-order quantity change it as 2600. 2600. ඒ වගේ ගන්න. ළමයි මේකේ answer එක නිකන් unusual answer එකක්. 2600. Pre-order quantity 2600. Okay, ළමයි මෙන්න 2600 කියලා ගන්න. That's abnormal answer එකක් එන්නේ. And then calculate the answer. That's the answer. $3,600. Maximum stock level 3,600. Change the reorder quantity as 2,600. 2,600. Okay, they're done. Finish. Hafsa, okay. Kabilash, done. Finally. Okay, then. Right now. Hafsa, finally, okay then.
Okay, sir.
Right hand. Right. Right. Question number 322. Question 322. Now, what's the answer? 322, what's the answer? What is a document which is prepared by the manufacturing department to inform the required material to the stores? What's the answer? 22. 322. What's the answer? 322. Number 322. What's the answer? 322. Material requisition note. MRN. Material requisition note. We have drawn a diagram. Okay. Material purchasing, for material purchases. You have a diagram. Okay. Please go through the diagram. Material requisition note. Manufacturing department request material from stores. Material requisition note. MRN ना material requisition. lamai diagram में कर ले बड़ा नहीं. एक ही है. Management accounting आता है कर ले management diagram. है. Stock purchase control, storing and issuing. एक lamai purchase तो ले कर ले diagram. Management के थी. Right. lamai question number 23. 23. What's the answer? 23. State two main methods used to pay salaries to the employees of a firm. Two methods. State two main methods used to pay salaries to the employees of a firm. lamai මොනවද මොකක්ද ඉන්නේ answer එක? Two main methods used to pay salaries to the employees of a firm. මොකක්ද ඉන්නේ? First එක time based salary. Time based salary and production based salary. Find the answer. Time based salary and production based salary. First one, time based salary. Second one, production based salary. Time based salary and production based salary. Okay then? Clear? Right in 5. Question number 324. Question number 324. Question number 322. Following information can be seen in tables of Panorama PLC as of 31st March 25. Salaries and wages 1,800,000. EPF employee provident fund. EPF, not EPE. EPF employee provident fund 200 to 500. ETF employee trust fund 40,500. Accrued EPF 45,000. Accrued EPF 45,000. The company has not made any record except the recording of employees' EPF contribution for the last except the recording of employee EPF contribution for the last quarter for the end of 31st March 2025. Then, now they have recorded employee EPF contribution. Employee EPF contribution they have recorded. The company has not made any record except recording of employee EPF contribution for the last quarter. For the end of for the last quarter, they have recorded employee contribution. Employee contribution they have recorded. Okay, and then here the employee and the employer contribution to the EPF and EPF are 10%, 15% respectively, and the employer contribution is 3% to ETF. Right. What is the amount of EPF expense for the year ended 31st March 20? What's the amount of EPF expense for the year ended 31st March 25? EPF expense. Yes, salaries and wages 1,800. Salaries and wages 1,800 means they have recorded EPF contribution of they have recorded EPF contribution of employee 10% they have recorded. If they have recorded 10% EPF of employee, then this 1,800 is gross salary. Lama yala මේ employee contribution එක record කරලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒ අනිවාර්යයෙන් තියෙන්නේ 1,800 කියන මොකද්ද? මේ තමයි gross salary. මේ තමයි gross salary. Gross salary 1,800. 1,800 gross salary. 1,800 gross salary. කියලා gross salary එක විදිහට. Now bring it up. What's the amount of EPF expense for the end that was not 21? Now, EPF expense. Now, gross salary 1,800, then EPF expense how much? 1,800 into 50%. It's a 1,800 into 15%. 270,000. Answer for the first one. 270,000. What is the gross salary 1,800. 1,800 into 15%. 270,000. 270,000. Make it from that 270,000 came 1,800 into 15%, 270,000. EPF expense of the business 270,000. Second one, total expense incurred by the company related to employee for the entire total expenses incurred by the business for employees. Total expenses. Salary 1,800. EPF Employer, business, 270. 270. ETF 3%. ETF 3%. 1,800 into 3%. 54. Total employer expenses 1,800 plus 270 plus 54. 2,124. 2,120. 2,124,000. 2,124,000. Okay. First okay. Couple last okay.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है आदित्य का निकाल दिया मैंने और एम्प्लॉय प्रोविडेंट फंड 202,500 तीनों एम्प्लॉय ट्रस्ट फंड 40,500 अक्रूड ईपीएफ ठीक है इलावा ये निकाल एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन दी नेवा पे मेक इट रिलेवेंट है जरा उत्तर गलती का आंसर तो सैलरी सॉरी ईपीएफ एक्सपेंस ऑफ द बिजनेस टू 70,000 total employer expenses 2,124,000 that's the answer right now my last question of the paper 13 last question paper 13 එළමයි මේ questions මේ මම හදපුවා නෙමෙයි යා මම මේ modify කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේක එක හරි ඒක papers වලින් මේ අරන් තියෙන්නේ මේවා හරි එතකොට එක example test කරපු questions මේ යන්නේ ඔක්කොම හරි සමහරවිට වැදගත් past papers ඒවත් මේක අස්සේ තියෙනවා past papers ඒවත් එන්න පුළුවන් right ළමයි question number 325 last question of paper 30 following information can be seen in Stena PLC factory rent employee insurance electricity canteen expenses. The company has a factory consisting of two production department, assembly and finishing and service department. Following information relates to them. So the number of employees, electricity consumption, kilowatt hours, service hours. State the total overhead cost of the assembly department after the secondary apportionment. State the total overhead cost of the finishing department after the right. Now, simple question. A simple question. First answer. Management accounting. Now, prepare an overhead analysis sheet. Prepare an overhead analysis sheet. A simple overhead analysis sheet. Question paper. Overhead analysis sheet. Item base. Item base and then total assembly and finishing service. National. Factory rent, total factory rent 42,000. How to allocate factory rent? Floor space, escaping. Floor space. Floor space 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, 3 to 1. Rent of the factory. Rent of the factory. 42,000 divided by 6, 7,000. 7,000 into 3, 21,000. 14,000. 7,000. Right. Employee insurance. 36,000. Number of employees. 20, 10, 10. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 36,000 divided by 4. 2, 1, 1. 9,000, 9,000, 18,000. Electricity 54,000. Electricity 54,000. Lama electricity. AC consumption kilowatt hours. 40, 30, 20. 432. Kilowatt hours. 432. 432. Okay. 54,000 divided by 432. 432. 9. 6,000. 6,000 into 4. 24,000. 6,000 into 3. 30,000. 12,000. Canteen expenses. Canteen expenses. Canteen expenses 24,000. Number of employees. Number of employees 211. 211. 24,000 divided by 4. 12,000, 6,000. മനസ്സിലായി അടുത്ത ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഇന്ന് സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ ടോട്ടലുമായി സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ് ടോട്ടൽ എന്നിട്ട് കൂടെ 21,000, 18,000, 24,000 plus 12,000, 75,000. And then 14,000 plus 9,000 plus 18,000 plus 47,000. Because now it's a service department, 7,000 plus 9,000, 12,000 plus 6,000, because 34,000. 34,000. That's how I came out. Service hours. Service hours to assembly of fishery department, now 50 service hours. And a secondary apportionment of service department overhead cost. Secondary apportionment, so then 34,000. 50 level equal. 34,000, 50 equal. 70,000, 70,000. I don't answer. 75,000 plus 70,000, 90,000. Answer for the question number 325A. State the total overhead cost of the assembly department after second apportionment. 92,000. State the overhead cost of the fishery department after second apportionment. 64,000. Okay, okay. Absa okay. Blast already.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, next time.
Okay.
Enough for the day. Okay, now we'll start paper 14. coming Saturday. For 14 coming Saturday. So why other release of the class. Okay, we'll meet again next Saturday. Okay, right now class enter now. Okay.